Hey everyone, this is Ben with RegisteredNurseRN.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about personal trainers, which also includes fitness and aerobics instructors. And I'm going to give you the job duties, the education requirements, some of the likes and the dislikes, and then some detailed salary statistics so you can know exactly how much money these individuals make on average. So let's get started. First of all, what do personal trainers actually do on the job? Well, first of all, they demonstrate exercise techniques to clients and show them how to operate the different types of equipment. And that's really important because there is a danger involved if you don't use the equipment properly. Another thing is that they will motivate individuals to maintain their fitness goals or to reach new goals. And a lot of people, they know how to exercise. Their problem is that they just need someone to push them and to motivate them to help them achieve their goals. Another thing is that they will observe clients as they exercise and warn them about improper techniques and things like that. They will also develop exercise routines for clients. They will also monitor the client's progress and make any changes necessary in their diet or in their exercise routines so that they stay on track with their fitness goals. They will also offer nutrition advice, and if you work in a large facility like a gym or something like that, you may also have to do other tasks like maintain or clean equipment or even sell products or gym memberships. So that's a little bit about some of the job duties. Now, what are the education requirements if you want to become a personal trainer? Well, first of all, you're generally going to have a high school diploma or GED equivalent. Most places will want you to have at least that. Now, you can get an associate's or a bachelor's degree in something like exercise science or physical education. A lot of places won't necessarily require you to have a degree, but they will prefer if you have a degree, and that will always increase your job prospects. A big thing, though, is that most places are going to want you to have some type of certification, and you can become certified through a lot of different organizations out there. I would recommend you check out the NCCA, which is the National Commission for Certifying Agencies. They can give you a list of programs or certification programs that are actually accredited, which is important. So you may want to check that out. And most certification programs are going to require you to have a certain number of hours of on-the-job training. They will require you to pass a written examination, maybe even perform live demonstrations and things like that. Now, that's a little bit about some of the education requirements. Now let's talk about some of the likes and the dislikes of this profession. One of the things that most people love about this profession is that they find this job incredibly rewarding and fun, because a lot of people who do this, they are very passionate about health and fitness, and their passion is contagious, and they love to share their knowledge and train other people, and it can be very rewarding seeing people achieve their fitness goals and boosting their health and their self-esteem and things like that. Another thing is that you get to meet a lot of interesting people in this profession. You also have the option of always becoming self-employed, and a lot of people like to go that route, and they actually enjoy that, making their own hours and finding their own clients and things like that. And then finally, if you do work in a gym, of course you have perks. You usually get either a free gym membership or extremely discounted membership, and so that's always a great perk. What about the dislikes of this profession? Well, one of the dislikes is that some people have unrealistic expectations. So they'll come in and they're either really skinny or really overweight, and they think that they can work out for 1 month and become Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that generally doesn't happen. Another thing is that it can be hard to establish clients or get your income rolling if you start out and you go the self-employed route. So that's a little bit of a challenge in the beginning. Another thing is that you can often have to witness or deal with injuries if people don't use equipment properly or something like that. Even if they do use equipment properly, sometimes they can still have an injury. So that's always something you got to watch out for. And another funny thing I've heard people talk about is that whenever they are training people, sometimes they're straining and they'll pass gas, and that can be a little bit awkward. Okay, now let's talk about salary information. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is the government agency that collects and records jobs data, that's where I got all these numbers. As of 2014, there were 241,000 fitness trainers employed in the United States. The average hourly wage, $18.95. The average salary, $39,410, and that's as of 2014. Now, they do project 8% growth in this profession between years 2014 and 2024, which is a good thing. That means there will be some areas opening up and some opportunities out there. But of course, those salary numbers are just averages. You may make a lot more, you may make a lot less. It depends on a lot of factors such as your experience, your education and certification, the state in which you live, the industry in which you work, and things like that. So I'll talk a little bit about that now. The industries with the highest employment levels for personal trainers was amusement and recreation industries. The average salary there, $40,710. Civic and social organizations came in at number 2, $35,130 was the average there. And then local governments, believe it or not, number 3, $34,840 was the average there. What about the top paying industries for this profession? Well, management, scientific, and technology consulting came in at number 1, $68,410. Activities related to real estate came in at number 2, $52,240. And then technical and trade schools was the third top paying industry, $52,120 was the average there. What about the top paying states? Well, New York came in at number 1, $54,050. California, number 2, $49,280. And then New Jersey, number 3, $49,030. The lowest paying states, Arkansas, $23,830 was the average there. Iowa came in at number 2, $24,970. And then West Virginia, number 3, $25,380. And I do have an article on our website, registerednursern.com, should be popping up, and I'll put it in the description below if you want to see the salary statistics for all 50 states for athletic and personal trainers. I do have a whole playlist of other healthcare salaries if you want to see what nurses and doctors and a lot of other people make. You may want to check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing.